Hey guys, my name is Nuri Castillo Crawford. I am the author of a bilingual children's book titled 3,585 Miles to Be an American Girl. Oh my goodness, I've been super busy these last few weekends doing some visits to local bookstores. So before I get ahead of myself, hit me up on social media. You can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, under my name, and on Twitter. And you can also find me on Facebook under 1010 Publishing and Instagram on 1010 Publishing. That's 1010 Publishing. If you want to send me an email, if you're interested in some support, individual support for your book writing process, if you're a novice author, you can hit me up at 1010publishingus@gmail.com. That's 1010publishingus@gmail.com. Or send me a text 470-440-0018. So much to talk about. Totally skipped last week. Been going 100 miles per hour, but totally excited. Almost done with my editing part of my second book, so I'm super hyped and very excited about all that. All right, so usually we talk about a contribution of immigrants to this country. Then I'll give you a tip about writing your literary works and trying to get it into publishing. Not sure where you are in your process for that, but I try to share tips here and there about how to get it done. And then last but not least, I'll tell you where I'm going to be next. So let's start with our first topic. This week, I figured since I'll be visiting a conference next week, I will be talking about dual language biliteracy. I wanted to talk about how there's been a trend in America, and I feel like it's kind of late compared to the rest of the world, about trying to integrate dual language into school systems and into schools for children younger and younger. You're used to people talking about taking a foreign language in high school. Well, now the big push is starting it early because research shows, and it's been showing, that we should be teaching the kids everything that they need to know at the earliest stage as possible so that it will be concrete to them. So I looked up some things that I kind of just got reaffirmed for me about biliteracy and being able to speak two languages and being exposed to two languages. Definitely emotional. I think that if a child is already speaking another language, if they're an immigrant to this country and then they learn English and continuing to support their original language or their home language, definitely helps children with the emotional confidence that they need. And also, it's practical. Being bilingual definitely helps you when you travel to a country where they speak that other language. And Spanish is huge in the world, so definitely that helps. And so is English. English is spoken in many, many, many countries. Also, when you are applying for a job, being bilingual can't hurt, especially with the global market, and being exposed to different languages and cultures, even on social media and the in the sorts. Being bilingual definitely does not hurt you. And also accessing resources. Maybe there's a resource and only written in another language, and you happen to know that language, so that would also definitely be a contributing factor to continuing to sustain your second language. Also, in terms of academia, research shows that children who are bilingual on a general score higher on standardized tests and tests that require creativity or higher level thinking. So that's definitely a plus. Also, they talked about in an article that I was reading that children that are bilingual and have exposure to a second language will generally start reading at an earlier age. I can honestly say that all three of my children were reading, and not just like The Cat in the Hat. They were reading like chapter books by age of 4 and 5. So I would agree with that fact. That they also I also talked about we talked about the culture and being proud of who you are. and just overall strength in being creative and creative skills. So definitely being bilingual is a huge asset. I didn't do a good enough job with my boys, but I definitely would encourage everyone and anyone to continue that fight. Sometimes kids want to just fit in, which is normal, and they want to speak the language that their teachers speak and their friends speak in general. So I totally understand that. But as parents, I think that we need to encourage our kids to keep our home language, our original language. So hopefully you will be looking for some bilingual books. There are a handful out there, and I like a lot of them. My book, 3,585 Miles to Be an American Girl, is a bilingual book. It's written in English and in Spanish. The illustrations are just awesome. So if you get a chance to check it out, you should. Here's one of the cute little bookmarks. Yay! I actually will be giving some of these away at the dual language conference next week on is it next week? Yeah, July 17th and 18th at Douglas County High School. There's going to be a dual language immersion conference, so you will want to check it out. You can sign up to attend for free until Thursday, so in 3 more days actually. Yeah, you have 3 more days to sign up, so definitely check it out if you haven't checked it out. I'd love to see you there. Where else am I going to be? And then July 29th, Georgia, Peru. It's an organization. They're going to be having a festival in Chambly, and I will put the information on the end of this blog. I'll write it in there, and I'll also post it on my social media. I'll be there sharing my book. Obviously, I'm from Peru, so they're having a festival, and I am proud and humbled to be able to participate. So I hope to see you there. There's going to be tons of yummy food. Yum. There's going to be some folklore crafts and some dancing, lots of music. So come out if you can on July 29th to celebrate Peru. It'll be fun. If there are any other things that are coming up, I'll totally post them on social media. Oh, what I almost forgot, I totally skipped right over my advice to you for writing if you're a novice writer. So one of the things that I've been talking about lately when I'm meeting with people individually is planning. You have to plan. Think of the end game in mind. I mean, if you have a lot to write about, I want you to write all about it. But before you start writing all about what you want to write about, you need to sit down and plan. Plan what are specifically the things that you want to talk about. If you are writing a fictional genre, a young adult genre, you definitely need to have the story plot in your head so that you can write about it. And keep writing. I tell people all the time, once you do your planning and you have your thoughts down, you just time yourself, right? Time yourself like, okay, I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes in just putting the plot down and thinking about what is really going to happen in the story. Just write. You have another stage in your writing process to go back and clean it up and edit whatever you want out of it. So when you are planning, time yourself, give yourself some time, and then write as much as you can. You will clean it up later. All right. So good luck. Get started. The most important thing is to sit down and actually start doing it. A lot of people I meet say, oh, I'm going to write a book. I have an idea for a book. Yeah, but if you're not sitting down writing any of it, it's just really an idea. There's no action to it, so it's never going to come to fruition. If you need any help, hit me up. Again, I am on Facebook under Nuri Castillo Crawford and on 1010 Publishing. Or you can find me on Instagram at 1010 Publishing, Twitter, Nuri Castillo Crawford, LinkedIn, Nuri Castillo Crawford, YouTube, Nuri Castillo Crawford. So that's my name, Nuri Castillo Crawford. Or you can find me at 1010 Publishing. On Twitter, we do have a page for the book, 3,585 Miles to Be an American Girl. So definitely find us on there too. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week and get some pool time in. I know I'm trying to. Have a lot going on, but there's a balance in life. You got to enjoy life, have fun, and also work really, really hard. Don't let anything ever stop you. You are the only one that can limit yourself. So don't think about anybody else's ideas and thoughts and perceptions and 2 cents about what you can and cannot do. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Get it done. If I can do it, anybody can do it. All right? Bye, guys. See you next week.